Hello dear students, today the chapter which I am going to teach you all is the judiciary. But before discussing the judiciary, we all should be knowing about the three organs of the government that helps in the proper functioning of the government. Number one, we have the legislative branch that makes the laws for the country. Number two, we have the executive branch that executes the laws which are made by the legislative branch. Number three, we have the judicial or the judiciary branch that protects the laws which are made by the legislative branch and executed by the executive branch. Students, next, coming to the structure of the Indian judiciary, we get to know that the Supreme Court is the highest court of appeal in India, and it is the apex or the highest judicial body in India. Next to the Supreme Court, we have the high courts at the different state level. After the high courts, we have the subordinate courts. The subordinate courts are those courts that are lower to supreme courts and high courts. The subordinate courts are generally divided into two types. The district judges court, that is civil court, which looks into the civil matters such as family disputes, lands, divorce, and marriages. Apart from this, the other subordinate courts that we have is the session courts that takes care of criminal cases such as pickpocketing, theft, and murder. Next, coming to the Supreme Court, we get to know that the Supreme Court is the highest or the apex court of the Indian judicial system. This is so because it is the highest court of appeal in India. There is no other court higher than the Supreme Court in India. The other important thing you'll have to know about the Supreme Court of India is the Supreme Court of India is the custodian or the guardian of the Indian Constitution, which means that if any of the laws goes against our Constitution, then that law shall be declared as null and void by the Supreme Court of India. Next, we have the Supreme Court who protects our fundamental rights. When we say that the fundamental rights are justiciable in nature, we mean to say that these fundamental rights have the backing of the law courts, that is the Supreme Court and the High Courts. We also get to know that the Supreme Court is the court of records, which means the cases that come to the Supreme Court and the judgments which are given by the Supreme Court with relevance to such cases can be used by the lower courts if such cases come to them in the near future days. Next, while discussing about the composition of the Supreme Court, we get to know that the Supreme Court consists of the judges, Chief Justice of India, and 30 other judges. We also get to know that every judges of the Supreme Court is appointed by the President of India in consultation with the judges of Supreme Court and High Courts. Apart from consulting the judges of Supreme Court and High Court, the President also consults the Council of Ministers. Any other judge apart from the Chief Justice of India are appointed by the President of India in consultation with the Chief Justice of India. Point number 4, which you'll have to remember, is The Chief Justice of India's appointment is done on the basis of seniority. Next, we'll also have to know that at present we are having Sarad Arvind Bobde as the 47th Chief Justice of India, and he succeeded Ranjan Gogoi. Next, looking at the qualifications for the appointment as a judge of the Supreme Court, we get to know that a judge of a Supreme Court must be a citizen of India. Number two, if a person wants to be a judge of a Supreme Court, he or she should be a judge of a High Court for at least 5 years, or he or she should be an advocate of a High Court for at least 10 years. Apart from this, a person whosoever wants to be the judge of a High Court should be an eminent jurist in the eye of the President of India. Next, when we look at the terms of office of the judges of the Supreme Court, we get to know that once a person gets appointed as the judge of a Supreme Court, he or she remains in the office till the age of 65 years. Number two, the person who becomes the judge of the Supreme Court may resign from his office by writing a resignation letter to the President of India. Number three, the person who has been a judge of the Supreme Court may be removed from his office on grounds of proven misbehavior or incapacity. Number four, the judge of the Supreme Court can be removed from their office by the process of impeachment, and this impeachment process can originate in either house of the parliament, and if passed by two-third majority leads to the removal of the judges of Supreme Court. Thank you, students. Stay safe, stay at home. I will upload the next video very soon. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.